Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into the world of DBMS and exploring one of the fundamental concept keys in DBMS. Whether you are a student, developer or just curious about databases, this video is for you. So let's get started and learn about the different types of keys, how they work and why they are essential for building databases. So get comfortable and let's get started. First, we discuss what are keys in DBMS. Keys are fields used to uniquely identify records in a table. They help in organizing, linking, and managing data properly. Keys prevent duplicate or invalid data. In databases, we store a lot of information in a table, like a student's data, employee data, or products data. Now imagine you have two students with the same name. How do you tell them apart? That's where keys are come. A key is like a unique identity card for each record in the table. It helps the databases know which record is which. It prevents duplicate data without keys. Without keys, we face lots of confusion and errors in our data. So keys are come to reduce these problems. Next, we will discuss different types of keys. I will explain one by one with examples so you can easily understand each key. First, primary key. A primary key is the main identifier for a record in a table. Every record must have unique value and the primary key cannot have null value because in the student table Rahul has no id, then database can't identify a record properly, so null is not allowed in the primary key. Student id is the perfect primary key. Every student have its own id. Next, fortune key. Fortune key connects one table to another using a primary key. It is used to establish relationships. Suppose we have a student table and another table called enrollments for tracking course enrollments. To know which student enroll in which course, we use the student ID from the student table and add it into the enrollment table. And that student ID in the enrollment table becomes a fortune key. It connects both tables and builds a relationship between them. Next is a candidate key. A candidate key is a minimal set of attributes that can uniquely identify a tuple. And in the candidate key, all columns used as a primary key. Minimal means only the necessary columns needed to uniquely identify each tuple. All columns are used to primary key and that can uniquely identify each record in a table are called candidate key. In the employee table, employee ID and email ID is used to uniquely identify each row. That means both are candidate key. Next is a super key. A super key is a set of columns that can uniquely identify a row. A super key is any combination of columns and it is uniquely identify a record. It includes extra columns that are not necessary. In the student table, student ID is the sufficient to identify a student, but if we use student ID or name, that is a super key just with extra information. Next is a composite key. A composite key is made by combination of two or more columns together. This is useful when a single column is not enough. In a order item table, we use both order ID and product ID together to identify each item in the order. That combination is a composite key. Next, alternate key. An alternate key is a candidate key that was not selected as a primary key. In the student table, we can choose student ID is the primary key. Then the name and email are alternate keys. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you understand different types of keys in DBMS. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more educational videos.